Hey, so I saw somebody comment somewhere, I can't remember exactly what it said, but someone was saying that their biggest fear was that when they're fully recovered, they won't be able to eat super big meals or snacks when they want to. And I understand that because I used to have the same sort of fear. And the main thing that you need to understand is recovery is for life and unrestricted eating is for life. Unrestricted eating is for life, not just for recovery. Really drill that into your head. It's important to understand that. Now, unrestricted eating will look different when you are out of energy deficit than to what it does when you are in energy deficit. If you're following your mental hunger when you're in energy deficit, most of us eat a lot of food. Now, the reason that you have that desire to eat a lot of food is because you are in energy deficit. When you come out of energy deficit, your desire to eat a lot of food will be less. It will be more like what we consider normal amount of food. Normal for you, you know. And that's how you're going to eat. And it doesn't need to be more complicated than that. Unrestricted eating is for life. That means that you don't restrict when you're fully recovered. That means that if you're fully recovered and you want to eat a ton of food, it means that you eat a ton of food. And sometimes that happens. Nothing in my experience has ever been anywhere near the amount of food that I used to eat when I was in recovery. But I certainly have days when I'm hungrier than others. Usually I can track that down to my menstrual cycle, to be quite honest. But sometimes it's nothing to do with that. Sometimes you just have a day when you feel tired and hungry. Sometimes I don't even feel tired, I just feel super hungry. But you know what the wonderful thing about that is? You just don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about why. Why do I feel more hungry today? It doesn't matter. You just eat what you want. It's kind of the whole point. You eat what you want when you're recovered, as well as when you're getting in recovered. But I do remember having that same sort of thoughts and feelings. And actually, I think at one point I realised that I was almost trying to leg recovery out a little bit, you know, like eke it out so that recovery would last longer, because I was afraid that when I was recovered, I'd have to eat less. But then if you think about it, that doesn't make any fucking sense, does it? Because if you start restricting, then that's not recovery, is it? Because restricting is what we do when we have a restrictive eating disorder. So if your version of recovery from restrictive eating disorder is restricting, well, that's not recovery. But the sad thing is about that is that's what a lot of treatment providers tell people to do. They tell you to eat more food so that you can get recovered, so that then when you're recovered, you can restrict your food. And I don't blame anybody who has been in that sort of treatment model for going, oh, what's the fucking point of recovering then? Exactly. I completely agree with you. If that was what full recovery was, what would be the point of it? But the good news for all of us is that's not what full recovery is as well at all. Full recovery is unrestricted eating. Full recovery is having the type of relationship with your body where you don't really think about it that much. It's just not a big deal. You just eat when you're hungry, and you don't analyze it, and you don't lust after food, and you don't think about food all day. You've just got other things going on in your life, and food is just something that you do every day. And it can be great, but it's also just food. And believe me, that is a wonderful place to be. And so don't worry about it. And take home messages: unrestricted eating is for life. Okay, bye.